If you improve by just 1% each day for a year, you'll be 37 times better. Conversely, declining by 1% daily for a year almost leads to zero progress. James Clear's Atomic Habits emphasizes the power of small habits in creating significant life changes. Unlike typical motivational books, it focuses on consistent daily decisions rather than mere inspiration. The book emphasizes building systems over setting goals, backed by scientific research and real-life examples. Concepts like the habit loop, 2-minute rule, and identity-based approach are explained with clarity. Clear debunks the idea of immediate results and stresses the importance of consistent improvement. He illustrates how small actions over time lead to significant changes, using examples from various fields to support his points. Atomic Habits is a valuable resource for anyone looking to break bad habits or enhance personal growth, offering practical strategies for improvement at any stage of life. Let's start with Chapter 1. The Surprising Power of Atomic Habits. Clear kicks off his exploration of atomic habits by recounting the story of British cycling coach Dave Brailsford. Brailsford's innovative approach transformed the sport of cycling by focusing on marginal gains, or small improvements, in various areas such as training, equipment, and nutrition. Instead of making drastic changes, Brailsford and his team made tiny adjustments that seemed insignificant individually but added up over time. For example, they optimized the ergonomics of the bike seats, improved the fabric of the cyclist's clothing, and even taught riders to wash their hands to reduce the risk of illness. These seemingly minor tweaks collectively contributed to significant performance enhancements. The result? Brailsford's athletes achieved remarkable success, winning multiple Olympic gold medals and Tour de France titles. This story serves as a powerful illustration of the surprising power of atomic habits, small, consistent actions that compound over time to produce extraordinary results. James Clear uses Brailsford's story to emphasize the transformative potential of adopting atomic habits in our own lives. Just as Brailsford cyclists achieved greatness through small, incremental improvements, we too can drive personal and professional success by implementing tiny habits and consistently making small changes for the better. Chapter 2: How Habits Shape Our Identity. In Chapter 2 of Atomic Habits, James Clear delves deeper into how our habits influence our sense of self, or our identity. He uses the example of Jerry Seinfeld, a renowned comedian, to illustrate this idea. Seinfeld's identity was not just as a performer but also as a writer. This was because he had a daily habit of writing jokes. Despite his busy schedule and various commitments, Seinfeld made it a priority to write jokes every single day. This consistent practice wasn't just about honing his craft, it was about reinforcing his identity as a writer. By consistently engaging in the habit of writing jokes, Seinfeld strengthened his belief in himself as a writer. This, in turn, influenced his actions and decisions in other areas of his life. It wasn't just about the act of writing, it was about embodying the identity of a writer. Clear uses Seinfeld's example to highlight the profound impact that habits can have on our identity. When we consistently engage in habits that align with the person we want to become, we reinforce that identity and move closer to realizing our goals and aspirations. In essence, this chapter underscores the importance of intentionally choosing habits that reflect the person we aspire to be, as these habits can shape our identity and ultimately lead to greater fulfillment in life. Chapter 3: The 4 Laws of Behavior Change. Clear introduces the 4 laws of behavior change: cue, craving, response, and reward, drawing from the research of psychologist B.F. Skinner. To illustrate these principles in action, Clear shares the story of Angela, a smoker who successfully quit by applying these laws to her habit. Angela realized that her habit was triggered by certain cues, such as stress or social situations. These cues led to cravings for cigarettes, prompting her to engage in the behavior of smoking. The act of smoking provided her with a sense of relief or satisfaction, serving as the reward for her habit loop. However, Angela recognized that in order to break free from her addiction, she needed to intervene at each stage of the habit loop. She began by identifying the specific cues that triggered her cravings, whether it was feeling stressed at work or being around friends who smoked. Once she identified these cues, Angela developed strategies to modify her response. Instead of reaching for a cigarette when she felt stressed, she practiced deep breathing exercises or went for a walk to alleviate her anxiety. Additionally, Angela found alternative rewards to replace the satisfaction she derived from smoking. Instead of relying on cigarettes for stress relief, she rewarded herself with small treats or enjoyable activities that provided a similar sense of pleasure. By understanding and applying the 4 laws of behavior change, Angela was able to redesign her habits effectively. She replaced her negative behavior of smoking with positive habits that aligned with her goal of quitting. This allowed her to break free from her addiction and achieve long-term success. Clear emphasizes that by mastering these fundamental laws, individuals can reshape their habits and behavior patterns to achieve their desired outcomes. Whether it's quitting smoking, adopting a healthier lifestyle, or improving productivity, understanding the cue craving response reward loop is key to creating lasting behavior change. Chapter 4: Make it obvious. In this chapter, Clear explores the importance of making cues obvious to initiate behavior change. He shares the story of Tony, a restaurant owner who aimed to boost sales of healthier food options. Tony strategically placed these items at eye level and made them more visually appealing, making it easier for customers to notice and choose them. By implementing this simple change, Tony saw a significant increase in the sales of healthier menu items. This example highlights how making cues more obvious can influence people's decisions and behaviors without them having to consciously think about it. Clear offers practical strategies for applying this principle in our own lives. For instance, he suggests using visual cues like sticky notes or alarms to remind ourselves of tasks or habits we want to adopt. Additionally, he recommends designing our environment in a way that supports our desired behaviors, such as keeping healthy snacks within reach and removing distractions that may hinder productivity. By making cues more obvious and designing our environment to promote positive habits, we can make it easier for ourselves to initiate behavior change and ultimately achieve our goals. Chapter 5: Make it attractive. Clear delves into the role of craving in habit formation and offers insights into making behaviors more attractive. He introduces this concept by sharing the story of Sarah, a writer who wanted to establish a daily writing habit. To make this habit more appealing, Sarah paired it with a pleasurable activity she enjoyed, drinking a cup of coffee. By associating writing with the enjoyable experience of sipping coffee, Sarah made the habit more attractive to herself. As a result, she found herself looking forward to her writing sessions and was more motivated to engage in them consistently. Clear emphasizes the importance of creating an environment that fosters motivation and enjoyment. He suggests finding ways to make desired habits more rewarding and enjoyable, whether it's by incorporating pleasant activities into the habit or by associating it with positive emotions. Additionally, Clear discusses the influence of social factors on habit formation. Surrounding oneself with supportive and like-minded individuals can make habits more attractive and easier to maintain. Sharing goals with friends or joining a community of individuals with similar aspirations can provide accountability and encouragement, making the habit-building process more enjoyable and sustainable. Overall, by making habits more attractive through pleasurable associations and supportive environments, individuals can increase their motivation and commitment to sticking with their desired behaviors. Chapter 6: Make it easy. In this chapter, Clear explores the concept of response and the importance of making behaviors easy to perform. He shares the story of Jack, a college student who aimed to improve his study habits. Jack realized that he often procrastinated on his studies because he felt overwhelmed by the large tasks ahead of him. To overcome this challenge, he decided to break down his study sessions into smaller, more manageable chunks. Instead of attempting to study for hours at a time, Jack committed to studying for just 2 minutes at a stretch. By reducing the friction associated with starting his study sessions, Jack found it much easier to begin studying consistently. Over time, these short study sessions gradually expanded as Jack became more immersed in his work, leading to significant improvements in his academic performance. Clear underscores the importance of simplifying habits by offering practical strategies for making behaviors easier to perform. One such strategy is the 2-minute rule, which involves breaking down habits into tasks that can be completed in just 2 minutes. This makes it easier to initiate the habit and build momentum over time. Additionally, Clear emphasizes the significance of creating an environment that supports desired behaviors. By organizing one's surroundings in a way that facilitates action, individuals can remove obstacles and distractions that may hinder habit formation. Furthermore, Clear suggests automating decision-making processes to streamline behavior change. By establishing routines and pre-committing to specific actions, individuals can reduce the cognitive load associated with making choices, making it easier to stick to desired habits. Overall, by making habits easy to perform through strategies such as breaking tasks into smaller steps, creating conducive environments, and automating decision-making, individuals can increase their likelihood of successfully adopting new behaviors. Chapter 7. Make it satisfying. Clear concludes his exploration of the 4 laws of behavior change by discussing the role of rewards in habit formation. He shares the story of Emma, who aimed to establish a regular exercise routine. Emma struggled to stick to her exercise regimen until she implemented a rewarding system for herself. After each workout session, Emma would reward herself with a soothing bath. This immediate and satisfying reward provided Emma with an incentive to continue exercising regularly. Clear highlights the importance of associating behaviors with satisfying rewards to reinforce positive habits effectively. By linking a desirable outcome, such as a relaxing bath, with a desired behavior, like exercising, individuals can strengthen their commitment to the habit. Moreover, Clear emphasizes the need to track progress and celebrate small victories along the way. By acknowledging and celebrating even minor achievements, individuals can stay motivated and maintain momentum in their habit-building journey. Overall, Clear underscores the significance of immediate and satisfying rewards in reinforcing positive behaviors. By incorporating rewarding experiences into habit formation and recognizing progress along the way, individuals can increase their likelihood of successfully adopting and maintaining new habits. Chapter 8. Advanced Tactics for Habit Formation. In this final chapter, Clear provides advanced tactics for optimizing habit formation and sustaining long-term behavior change. He introduces several strategies, including habit stacking, temptation bundling, and the habit contract, all of which are backed by real-life examples and scientific research. One effective tactic discussed by Clear is habit stacking, which involves linking new habits with existing ones. For instance, if someone wants to start a daily stretching routine, they could stack it onto their existing habit of brewing morning coffee. By performing the new habit immediately after the established one, individuals can seamlessly integrate it into their daily routine. Another strategy is temptation bundling, where individuals pair a less desirable activity with a more enjoyable one. For example, someone may only allow themselves to watch their favorite TV show while exercising on a treadmill. This way, they associate the less desirable activity, exercising, with the more enjoyable one, watching TV, making it easier to stick to the habit. Clear also introduces the concept of the habit contract, where individuals commit to a specific behavior change and outline the consequences of not following through. This contract can be with oneself or with someone else, such as a friend or family member, adding an element of accountability. Throughout the chapter, Clear emphasizes the importance of experimentation and adaptation. What works for one person may not work for another, so it's essential to try different tactics and adjust accordingly. By empowering readers to take ownership of their habits and customize their approach, Clear enables them to create meaningful and lasting changes in their lives. As we reach the conclusion of Atomic Habits, it becomes clear that the journey to personal transformation is both empowering and deeply rewarding. By understanding the science of habit formation and implementing Clear's practical strategies, readers are equipped to harness the power of atomic habits to create lasting change and achieve their fullest potential. With each small improvement, we inch closer to becoming the best version of ourselves, living lives filled with purpose, joy, and fulfillment.